Right, here we go with prepositional phrases. First of all, you need to learn what a preposition is in order to identify prepositional phrases. And I've got a song here for you that you can sing to learn many of the prepositions. I believe the song has about 35 prepositions in it. Now, there are a lot more than 35 prepositions that exist, but this gives you a lot of them, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to find prepositional phrases. Let's take a look at this video here, and you can, of course, repeat this and watch this over and over again. This is a video off of YouTube with the preposition song to Yankee Doodle Dandy. Huh.
And she's going to be singing the preposition. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
About, above, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, for, from, in, into, like, near, above, on, over, through, to, toward, under, until, with, within, without, and again. About, above, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, for, from, in, into, like, near, above, on, over, through, to, toward, under, until, with, within, without. About, above, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, for, from, in, into, like, near, above, on, over, through, to, toward, under, until, with, within, without.
All right, now let's take a look at some exercises to practice looking for prepositional phrases. The directions here say put parentheses around the prepositional phrases in the following sentences. In each phrase, underline the preposition once and the object of the preposition twice. The example is the colors of spring are beautiful. Notice they put parentheses right here around of spring, and then they underline of as the preposition and spring as the object of the preposition. The object of the preposition is the noun that comes at the end of the prepositional phrase. So I think you'll get this after you see a few examples. Let's take a look here. You can do this along with me. Louis Pasteur was a professor of chemistry at the University of Lille. So the prepositional phrase here is at the University of Lille. So we put parentheses there, parentheses there. The preposition here is the word at. We're going to put one line under that. And the object of the preposition is University of Lille. The object of the preposition usually comes at the end of the prepositional phrase, and it's a noun that the preposition is referring to. Pasteur discovered that bacteria could be destroyed with heat and fermentation. Here we have a prepositional phrase that starts with and ends with heat and fermentation. With is the preposition. Heat and fermentation is the object of the preposition. So we actually have two of them. And is not really the object, but let's see, let's erase that. There we go. Okay, so again, we see here prepositional phrase starts with a preposition and ends with the object of the preposition, or what's receiving this preposition, see, and it's the object is a noun. This process of sterilization was called pasteurization. Of sterilization, oh, I just realized I missed one in number 1 here. We got of chemistry as well. So one line under of, 2 lines under chemistry. Okay, so this process of sterilization, prepositional phrase, was called pasteurization. All right, number 4, Pasteur's greatest contribution to medical science was his germ theory of disease. This one has 2 prepositional phrases in it. See if you can notice those. Here's the first one, to medical science. So we have start with the preposition to, and medical science is the object of the preposition. You're never going to have a preposition that's just all by itself. There's always going to be an object to that preposition. Germ theory of disease. Another prepositional phrase, of disease. Always starts with a preposition, ends with an object. He proved that food decay was caused by microorganisms carried on dust particles in the air. Okay, now this one actually has, wow, 1, 2, 3 prepositional phrases in one sentence. See if you can find all 3 of those. You might want to pause the video, or you can just keep watching if you still don't get this. So you have by microorganisms, by microorganisms. By is the preposition. Microorganisms would be the object of the preposition. And here's another one, on dust particles. On dust particles. Probably particles would be considered just the object of the preposition there. And I did a lousy job. Let's go ahead and erase this. Dust probably more describes the particles, what kind of particles they are. You could consider dust to be part of the noun, the object there, because dust is a noun. And then in the air, in is a preposition, air is the object of the preposition. All right, let's go to the next one. Previously, people believed that worms and flies on decaying food had come from the food itself. Now this sentence I see has 2 prepositional phrases, and one of them is on decaying food. On is the preposition. Decaying is an adjective that describes the food, so decaying is not the object of the preposition. Food is. Had come from the food itself. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think we really put itself in there. Let's take that out of there. Okay, let's put from the food. So from is a preposition, food, the object of the preposition. Number 7, the germ theory of disease maintained that microorganisms cause sickness in the human body. The germ theory of disease, prepositional phrase, of and disease, maintained that microorganisms cause sickness in the human body. In body. All right, human could be considered part of that because it's a human body, but in a way that's an adjective, so we're going to just call it body there as the object of the preposition. All right, let's go to the next part here. You've got, what, 8 problems or so to do, so why don't you pause the video, see if you can do these 8 problems, turn it back on to see what the solutions are. Okay, the first one, we have a prepositional phrase here on number 8, for specific bacteria. For is the preposition, bacteria, the object, as the cause of diseases. We have of diseases, another prepositional phrase, preposition, object of the preposition. In his work, sentence starting off with a prepositional phrase. In, preposition, work, object of the preposition. Study about infectious diseases. About is a preposition. Infectious describes the diseases. Diseases is the object of the preposition. In 1877, this is a prepositional phrase, tells when it happened. In the preposition, the date is the object of the preposition. Pasteur began working on the problem of anthrax. So we have 2 prepositional phrases here. We have on, problem of anthrax. Thousands of sheep. Here we go. You know what? I don't think we're going to consider that because it's thousands of sheep. That's the subject of the sentence. Sheep is the subject. I don't think we'd consider that to be a prepositional phrase, and that's okay. Well, no, let's see. Thousands died. No, I guess we would. Of sheep. Yeah, that's a prepositional phrase. Died from the disease. From disease. All right. He found a way to make the sheep safe from bacteria. Found a way to make the sheep. Now, to can be a preposition, but not in this sentence. To is actually going with the verb make. It's to make, and so that's not a that's not being used as a preposition. Oops, right there, not over here. From bacteria. He injected the sheep with weakened germs in a liquid. In a liquid called a vaccine. In liquid is the object of preposition. And we have another prepositional phrase here, with germs. Weakened is an adjective that describes the germs. The vaccine created antibodies to protect the sheep from the disease. From the disease. Prepositional phrase. From preposition. Disease is what's being protected from. That's the object of the preposition. If you think this is a prepositional phrase, it's not, because to, again, is a helping verb that goes along with, it's actually a two-word verb that goes along with the word protect. He also found a vaccine for rabies. Yes, for rabies. A disease caused by the bite of a rabid animal. By the bite of a rabid animal. Of is a preposition, animal, object of the preposition. Let's see. Okay. There it is. So hopefully you got the idea of prepositional phrases and the prepositions and the objects of the prepositions.